Obviously your relationship and ties with Barry Trotz go way further back than just Nashville, go back to Washington. You probably couldn't think of a better person to take over this team. But if you talk to talent evaluators around the NHL, some would say that head coaches are the worst people to get opinions from because they have sort of a narrow mindset in how they view the game. What makes Barry Trotz the right person to step from head coach to GM?
Well, that's interesting. I haven't quite heard that that's as specific as you said it. I think and I've said this too. I think I've in some ways subliminally I've been training Barry for this job. So you go back to came to my first training camp as a general manager. He was a player in Washington Capitals. Jack Button, the late Jack Button, was my director of player personnel. Jack really took a liking to Barry, and Barry went into coaching at the University of Manitoba. I think he was younger than a lot of his players at the time. For sure he was. And then we hired Barry in Washington as a scout, then as an assistant coach, then as a head coach in our farm club. And Barry was always part of all the scouting meetings and different things like that with Jack and myself. And then if you remember the first year in Nashville, we had a whole year together, and we didn't have any pro scouts. So it was myself, Barry, and Paul Gardner were the three pro scouts, were the ones that did the draft. So Barry got to meet, every manager around the league and sat in the press box, talked to everybody. And so he'd been an amateur scout, and now he's been a pro scout. And again, my whole relationship with him is I've always been including him in everything that I do. So he knows exactly how I operate things. And so I hope he takes some of that, but I also hope that he has, and I know he has his own ideas. So I think he's pretty well trained for this.